So in today's video it's going to be all about the horizon lock modes with the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Now on the Ace Pro 2 we've got two horizon lock modes. The first one's called 45 degree horizon lock and the second one's called 360 degree horizon lock. So starting with the first one, the 45 degree horizon lock, that means the footage and the horizon is going to stay level as long as you don't exceed the 45 degree mark. If you exceed the 45 degree mark, the screen and footage is going to start rotating. And with the 360 degree horizon lock, I'll just get my hand here, it's quite supple. And with the 360 degree horizon lock, you'll be able to rotate the camera all the way around 360 degrees. And as if by magic, the horizon and your footage is going to stay level. So Insta360's decided to call them horizon lock. Although they're both called horizon lock, they've just put the 45 degree and the 360 degree in front of it, which makes it a lot easier, to be fair, because on the Action 5 Pro it's called horizon balancing and horizon steady. So as you're looking at that straight away, which is which? So horizon balancing is where you can't exceed 45 degree on the Action 5 Pro, and the horizon steady is where you'll be able to rotate the camera 360 degrees. And just before I show you how to use the horizon lock modes, I'm going to show you how to find them on the Ace 2 Pro's interface. So to find the 45 degree lock and the 360 degree lock on the Ace Pro 2, in the bottom right hand corner just tap that icon, and there it's going to bring the field of views up, and if you scroll down to the bottom there you'll come across the 45 degree horizon lock, and just underneath that the 360 degree horizon lock. So as you'll see, with the 45 degree lock enabled, as long as I keep the camera under 45 degrees, the footage is going to stay level. And then as soon as I exceed the 45 degree mark, the screen's going to start to rotate, as you can see there. So as you've just seen there, as long as you keep the Ace Pro 2 under 45 degrees, you're going to have level footage there. So whereabouts would you use the 45 degree horizon lock feature? Well, that'll come into play if you was to mount your action camera on your chest or on your car, let's just say on your bike helmet. And let's just say you're riding along there on some rough terrain and it kind of slips to one side on your chest harness or on your helmet or even in your car if it's a bumpy road. As long as it stays under that 45 degree mark, and then your footage is still going to be usable because you can have that horizon locked. And now I've switched over to the 360 degree horizon lock, so let's just see the footage on this one. And with this mode you'll be able to flip the camera 360 degrees and the screen is going to stay level. And every time I do this it completely blows my mind how they managed to do that. But as you'll see from the footage, that horizon is going to stay level. And this is very tricky to do with the camera in one hand whilst rotating the camera with the other. Now what I've noticed with the Ace Pro 2 with the 45 degree lock, it's really delicate compared with the Action 5 Pro, because with the Ace Pro 2 it's really got to be minimal on the 45 degree lock. As soon as you don't even have to exceed the 45 and it'll start to wobble, as you've probably seen from that footage. And now with the 360 degree horizon lock, as you've just seen there, I'm trying to keep it as smooth as I can. You get a real sway in the footage there. Again, it's not as good as the Action 5 Pro's horizon balancing and horizon steady. So where would you use the 360 degree horizon lock? So in any scenario where the camera is going to be rolling around, I should imagine, the only thing what springs to mind straight away for me is if you've seen those planes on Red Bull, those stunt planes what are doing all sorts of tricks and flips at really fast speeds. I've seen one of those a few years ago, one of these action cameras attached to that with that horizon steady enabled, and basically the plane's just doing barrel rolls as it's going really fast and the footage is completely level. So anything where the camera is going to be aggressively rolling around, that's where you want the 360 degree horizon lock. Now if you follow my channel, you know I like to thoroughly test all kind of tech. And as I've been walking around, it's kind of bugging me that this 45 degree lock and the 360 degree lock is wobbling around a little bit there. So I've come across this bench. I'm just going to set the camera up on a tripod and use both hands to really concentrate on the 45 degree lock and the 360 degree lock to see if I can get that screen to stay true. Let's find out. Here we go. So now I'm going to do these tests again and hopefully keep that screen from wobbling. So again, what's the footage look like now? I'm keeping that under 45 degrees and I'm holding it as steady as I possibly can. Now stabilization mode's activated when you're using the 45 degree and the 360 degree. So hopefully this time the screen shouldn't be shifting. And then if I exceed it there, well, we can see that the screen's going to shift. So hopefully, keeping it under that 45 degree mark using both hands, we shouldn't get any wobble on the screen there. Or do we? So now let's try that 360 degree horizon lock again, and hopefully this time we don't get as much screen wobble, if not at all. So I'm being as steady as I can, rotating this 360 degrees. Is the footage wobbling all over the place, or is it staying completely true and straight there? Again, I can see as I'm doing this, to the best I can, that the screen is moving. Now I appreciate there's got to be a lot of effort and time gone into making that technology there, but the 360 degree horizon lock I would never use, because as you've seen from that footage, no matter how steady you are whilst rotating it, the screen starts to shift around a little. But with the 45 degree horizon lock, that's considerably better than the 360 degree horizon lock. So if I was to use any of those, as I've just said, I would never use the 360 for anything, but I would use the 45 degree horizon lock, because as long as you just stay under it just a little bit there, just as you're seeing, it's good and you don't get as much play, if any. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today and you've got a real good insight of those horizon lock modes with the Ace Pro 2. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel. There's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, but for now, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.